What's up, YouTube? Lego PC back again for another video. First official review since the new camera is set up over here. I'm gonna have a bad habit of looking down at my computer a lot. It's probably gonna really annoy me for a while. So what's going on today, guys? It is Saturday, and there's a couple things I wanted to chat about. Couple things I'm gonna bring up here in a second. Something I want to do in the videos a little bit. You know what, I'm opening this window because it's actually kind of warm here. Something I want to do in these videos is I kind of want to do kind of want to do some Reddit talk on every single one of them. We'll bring up any advocacy that has popped up on Reddit at the moment. We'll talk about what's going on in my state of Illinois. If there's anything to talk about, of course, there's going to be plenty of videos where there won't be. But it's something I want to talk about on every single video. Let me pop on here. What's on topic today? Well, today we are going to do a quick review. Won't be super long. I wanted to do the sub tank today, however, the wife has got it, and all I can do is break down a coil for you at the moment. So what's actually came before that was the eLeaf. We're going to do this guy today. And yeah, we're going to talk about it. Ignore the sticker. That's what the eLeaf looks like. But first, what are we doing today? It is Saturday, and I will be doing 2 weeks of overnight starting tomorrow, so you might have a delay on some videos. I will do my best to get one out maybe on the weekends. However, with overnights, you're pretty much just physically drained, even when you come back for a while. So it shouldn't be very fun at all. So we'll see how that goes. Today's beer is one of my personal favorites, and from the Central Midwest, you probably have had this beer before. Maybe you haven't. 3 Floyd's Gumball Head. Really, 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 really good stuff. Super good stuff. Awesome. Very, very well known in the Midwest here because it comes out of Indiana. Before we jump into the eLeaf, vape mail. Lots and lots and lots and lots of vape mail. I wanted to post a video on Twitter and I kept forgetting to do it. This is the Freemax Star on the 0.5 ohm coils at 55 watts. Comes up to 5.7 volts. I have the airflow about halfway open, so here's what the production looks like on this. Wowzers! Alright, we're going to jump it up to, this is going to be 66 with the airflow fully wide open. Incredible. Incredible. And the flavor is still fantastic. This thing has surprised the crap out of me. This thing is really, really, really good. So you'll see a review coming out on that soon. That is the Freemax Star with, I don't know what juice I'm vaping in there. Let me see. I'm vaping this stuff. Let's see if it'll focus. Maybe. That is Apollo from Mod Fuel eCloud. Really good stuff. Alright, so what else? That's the first thing that came in. We've got... Man, that light is really interfering with me. Smoke X Pro. We got the 80. That is charging right now, but that is the box. It came in today. We'll be doing a review on that once I play around with that. This is a... Remember how I told you about the eLeaf issues on Reddit? This is a clone of the 30 watt, which I personally bought for my wife, but it's a tiny little mod. I don't have it with me, but honestly, it's like the size of this. It's the smallest thing I've ever seen, and I got that for 18 bucks, picked it up, and it works fine. I think my dog just rammed the door. That's what I think just happened. We finally got Arctic coils, so we will be doing an Arctic review. Where's my Arctic? There's my Arctic sub-ohm tank. So that'll be coming. I have an Orchid V6, which is right here. This orchid, man. Whoo! This orchid is killer. $38 watts. I've been mostly vaping around 40 watts. But the flavor in this thing is outstanding. Really, really good. Really, really good. We got a coil kit, which I've already used, and there's already coils bouncing around in there. So we'll talk about that. The Hellboy has not come in yet, so that is coming. Dog, I'm going to shoot you. I'm going to bury you. First, I'm going to shoot you. Anyways. Reddit. What's going on Reddit? Before all this starts, we've got contests, liquids, anything special I need to talk about. If you are interested in contests, check out electronic_cigarette on the weekends. The juice contests are absolutely ridiculous. There's constantly juice contests on here. Holy God. Alright, nothing special on there advocacy-wise. I don't see anything on there about eLeaf. Thank God. I'm getting tired of that. Oh, the other thing I didn't talk about. This is the ABS mod. It's a box mod that actually Grim Green just did. It's called the Beast Box. I do have an issue with it. It's actually really cool. It just slides off. That's what it looks like. It's internal. It's a parallel box mod. Unregulated, obviously. Here's the issue I have with it. I got two fully charged purple E-Fests. Okay, these are fully charged. I just checked them on my Vamo. They're at 4.2 volts. It's on a 0.35 coil. I don't know. Clearly something is bad in the connection here, so we'll be contacting Angel 6 if I can't get this worked out. The soldering job looks okay. Everything looks to have a connection here, but yeah, it's definitely not firing. It's like, it feels like it's firing at like 10 watts. That's what it feels like. So clearly we have a connection issue. I don't know where or on what, but we'll be looking at that. But that's another cool little vape mail I got. Put that with the batteries. I also got some new juices, including a line that I've been wanting to try for a really long time called the Whitey Octopus, I believe it's called. Maybe. Focus. I don't know. Let's try it. Fuck it. I did move the camera into a new spot, so I'm having problems focusing, but we'll figure it out. I know the sound is not the best. I'm working on using a mic from some headphones that I have, maybe something like that. But until that gets figured out, you're going to have to kind of bear with me. So, what we're going to talk about, the eLeaf 50 watt. Let me bring up the specs on this guy real quick. I bought it from esiggity.com. Let me tell you right off the bat, if you didn't watch my previous video, we do have a lot of issues supposedly with Bill of V2, look at that. With a lot of issues with people's eLeafs, isticks having a lot of problems, just a lot of problems. People are posting about how they're exploding and stuff, auto firing and yada yada yada. Again, like I said last week, there's no issues on mine. So I can't specify on it. So where did I get it from? esiggity.com. Like a lot of my products, it is $54.99 on their website and has 127 5-star reviews. So it does come in black, silver, blue, and pink. Spec wise, we got a voltage range from 2 volts to 10 volts, wattage 5 to 50, and ohm range from 0.2 to 5 ohms. Has a temperature alarm function, spring connector and stainless steel thread, expanded working range for larger battery capacity. It does have a 4400 mAh battery on it, which is the big kicker of it. It is an internal battery. You do not need to take the batteries out. It just plugs in with a micro USB, and you are good to go, which I'll show you in the close-ups. This has been my go-to for the last 2 months, probably. Flavor. Oh, flavor is fantastic. So, pretty basic. This is what it looks like. And what we'll do is dive in up close for you to understand a little bit more about this guy. So, let's do that now. Alright guys, so there's not going to be too much to show you. This is, look at that orchid. Oh, such a beautiful mod, look at it juicing up. This is the eLeaf 50 watt iStick. Pretty basic box mod, very clean and very tiny. To compare size, let me grab a bottle of juice. That is how big the iStick 50 watt is. Look how small that guy is. Look how big my hand is compared to this guy. Very, very tiny. To also show you, this is an IVP2. You can see the size difference, quite a bit of size difference there. Okay, what else can I compare it to? Here is a Cana 30 watt mod. Okay, it's still smaller. Still smaller than that. Okay, very, very small. So, how does it work? Pretty basic, guys. This is going to be where all your function screen is. If you click the button, you'll see that I am at 40 watts. And maybe if we get some focus, you'll see the ohms, maybe. I don't know. Screw it. Anyways. So we got a 40 watt box mod. Pressing this takes you up. Pressing that takes you down. Self-explanatory stuff here, guys. A simple 5 turns the screen off. Turns the screen back on. Okay, now you don't take the batteries out. There are no battery compartments on this device. They tell you not to try to open it. There is the bottom 2 screws with the 4400 mAh logo on the bottom. There is nothing on the top. You'll see when I take this Addy off. That we have a 510 connection with some room for airflow. Maybe we'll see that. Come on. Come on. There we go. So there's your 510 connection with the nice little reflective top there, which isn't cooperating with the giant amount of sunlight I have right now. As you can see, the window is right there. A little dirty on the top, but that is going to happen with a device like this. Screwing Addies on and off. This is a spring-loaded 510. It is pretty stiff, very stiff, but it is a spring-loaded 510. So all your devices will sit nice and flush. You just screw till it hits flush. Boom, looks beautiful. It is all rounded off, which makes it nice and silky smooth on the hands. It just fits great in the palm of your hands. It does have a puff timer, I should say, not counter. So you're going to hold this and it's going to tell you how many seconds you've been holding it for. Now the 30 watt and the 20 watt have the USB on the bottom. This has your USB charging port on the side right there, right above where it says eLeaf iStick 50 watt. Pretty basic. There are a couple of commands I believe you can do with holding the arrows. That locks it by holding both arrows. Nothing. See that? It'll still fire, but I cannot change Getting used to this camera. Cannot make it go up or down because it is locked. If I hold the arrows again, you'll see unlock pops up, and I can play. Now, what I didn't show you was right there. Now we're in voltage mode. 1, 2, 3. We're back to wattage mode. You can switch anytime. It's pretty seamless. I'm at 38 watts right now, but if I hit 1, 2, 3, I'm back in voltage mode. So pretty cool. If your volts is your thing, I don't think many people use volts. However, it is an option there. Pretty much stick with the wattage 24/7. I'm pretty sure most people do. Take a drink of my beer before it gets warm. The screen does dim pretty quickly. When charging, I don't have a charging port here, but when charging, a bar will come up signifying usually 5 bars, I believe, and it'll signify how close it is to charging. When it is fully charged, it'll blink, and then eventually the screen will just kick off. It'll stop charging. It's the same with the clone for the 20 and 30 watt, which I will do a separate review on. A real quick jump down and review. Overall, this device has been fantastic to me. I've had no issues with it. Something I do want to point out, though, is if you saw my Sigeli 50 watt box review, look at the size comparison on that. Woo-wee, that's a huge difference. If you saw my Sigeli box review, it was completely different. This guy, when fully charged, would last at 100% for a very, very long time, but once got to 30, dropped instantly. This is similar. So this guy will say that the bar is fully charged, sit there for a while, and then about halfway it'll start dropping very quickly. I'm guessing that's a battery indicator issue that happens with a lot of these mods. Just something to keep in mind just in case. Otherwise, the battery is what you see is what you get. I do consistently vape this between 30 and 40 watts, and it does get me 2 to 3 days with no issues and lasts pretty long time. So that's really about all I have to go over here. Let's take it up top, vape on it, and talk about it. So the iStick 50 watt, just a great device overall in my opinions. Like I said in the last vlog, they did report that these are having issues if you bought an older one. Supposedly the older one was using the same charger that the 30 and the 20 watt was, and if you left it on the charger too long, it was causing auto misfires and eventually could end up melting your batteries, which is a huge deal. Huge deal. I don't want you to think that that is not a huge deal to me. I do not want anybody's house on fire. Okay, let's get that straight right now. It is a big deal, and I don't want anybody's house on fire. However, they went on record to say that none of those iSticks have had that issue since their batch after February. Okay, I believe I bought mine at the beginning of March. Even if it was February, I have not had an issue with mine. It has now been, 3 months? We're on March, April, May. No issues. For me, this device has just been great. It's a small little device. I mean, small. It fits in my pocket. I take it to work. I take it when I go out. It legitly goes with me everywhere. It's one of those devices where I could use a tank, I can use a dripper, I can use whatever I want, and this device will work. It will suffice. And to me, that is awesome. And I just realized this is driving me nuts. Stay. What else? That's really about it. The 50 watt iStick is fantastic device. Fantastic. If you're looking for a simple little device to work your tanks, your Nautiluses, your orchids, your billows, your sub tanks, this will run a sub tank without an issue. It won't be amazingly hot vapor. I mean, you can close the airflow off and you won't have that issue, but it is still really, really, really good. I've been blown away with how good it's been. Side note, do not leave it on the charger when you're not at home. Do not leave it on the charger overnight. Pull it off before it hits the full battery capacity, or pull it off right when it hits the full battery capacity. It sounds like that's the biggest issue. Side note, people have said that they've had gotten juice inside the button and then had auto firing. I have not had that issue, and I've had plenty of billow juice leak into the front of this button. The button is rounded, unlike the other iSticks, and it is very particular on where you hit it. Mine happens to like on the right side. If I hit the left side, let's see if I can get it to work. Do it for you guys. There it goes. Let's see if I can get it to happen again. So it'll fire and just stop. I did not let go of the button. It just stops. It just doesn't. I'm guessing the button's loose in there, or it's not close enough to the contact, so it's not making constant contact. However, as long as I hold on the right, I've had no issues. I can only review what I have. I can't review what other people are telling me or what I'm reading on Reddit. And my device has been awesome. It's just like my Goblin was a piece of junk, in my opinion, threading-wise and everything. And other people have said the Goblin's the best RTA they have. I can only review what I have received, and that is what I have received. So yeah, 2 thumbs up from me. If you were looking for a little device, a cheap little 50-watt device, 2 thumbs up. Something to mention is I have played with the clone now, and it is on par with the iStick. It's not as pretty, but the threading, everything on it has been fantastic, and that's what I can compare it to, and it has been great. This flavor is fantastic. Do not bring this out to a restaurant or bar. You will destroy everybody's hopes and dreams with the amount of clouds you will produce. So, that's what I got for you guys. That is the eLeaf iStick 50 watt. Hope that helps make your decision a little bit easier on purchasing. That's all I got for you. I'm going to finish this beer. I might have to go mow my lawn. I really don't want to. But I will go see Avengers tomorrow and then going into work that night. You may not see a video for 2 weeks. I apologize. Life happens. So I'll do the best I can on getting a video for you guys within the next 2 weeks. I do promise I'll do the sub-tank review. I promise. I have been running the Freemax Star for 3 days now. I will be running the Arctic with the new coils, and then we can compare all 3, and I'll give you my opinion on what I think personally is the best tank at the end of all those reviews. So that's all I got for you. Lego PC. Peace.